Hey, Kristen, it's Jessica Peterson. We spoke this morning, and you accepted this free video. So I'm super excited that I'm able to send this over to you because I know what I'm about to show you can be game changing for you guys, okay? And I know this for a fact because I've used these exact same strategies I'm about to show you with over 50 other restoration companies throughout the United States, and it's made a significant impact on their business. And I'm not just talking a couple more jobs here and there. I'm talking about reaching goals and goals they never thought were achievable. Okay, so I know that if you employ these strategies that I'm about to show you, it's going to make a world of difference for you guys. Okay, and I know you're probably thinking, what's in it for her? Why does she do this? And that's really a fair question. And honestly, it's because I am so passionate about the restoration guys. Okay, I'm so passionate about what you guys are doing every single day. You are helping families that have been displaced get their lives back. And, you know, I'm just so passionate about helping you guys be able to do more of that. So if I'm able to shoot this little video and you guys are able to take it, apply the strategies, bring in more jobs and help more people, or whether you decide you want to partner with us to help you get there, either way it works for us. As long as you're employing those strategies and you're getting those jobs and helping more people, really that's only all what matter. Okay, so today we're talking about three specific things. We're going to talk about content, citations, and backlinks. Okay, so now your website is a good looking website. You got a bunch of pages, which is awesome. Google unfortunately does not rank your website based on appearance. It is based on content. And so you need a lot of content. Now, what do I mean by content? Well, images and videos are considered content. Let's see this image here. You want to make sure all images are saved around your local keywords. Oh, it's taking a minute for my website. Okay. Notice here, when I went to save that image, it's just a bunch of numbers and letters. So that image is not optimized. You want every single one of the images on your website to be using the local keywords for your services that people are actively searching. Because the truth is, most people will not know who you are when they need your services. They're going to be searching key terms. And so we need to make sure this website is full of those key terms people are searching. So in addition to images and video, you also need a lot of this written content here. And that is because Google sends crawlers to your website to go through all of your pages and all of this content so they know who you are. They know what type of services you offer, where you offer the services, and then Google learns what type of customers to send your way. But when you don't have content or a whole lot of content, and you don't have a keyword strategy and your images aren't saved with keywords, there's nothing for Google to index. Google doesn't have any idea what this website's about. And so unfortunately they're not able to send you customers because they don't understand you yet. And so this homepage is the most important page of your entire website because it's supposed to tie together all of these other pages. And so it needs to be built around your local keywords that people are actively searching for each service. You need 1,500 words or more on your homepage. And if your competitors have 1,500, you want to shoot for at least 1,800 because you're always going to need more than they are. So you definitely need to work on your content and keyword strategy so Google understands who you are and can start sending customers your way. Okay, so if we look at your top competitor just for water damage in San Diego, we have certified restoration here. And they also have a good website. They got tons of pages for all their services and even their service areas. And you can see that they're focused on those local keywords. And they've got a ton of content on their homepage. So you have to do more than they're doing. Okay? And it's not just their homepage and service pages. They also have long form blog articles. Those are really long blogs. So by having all these pages and articles, they're able to work on their content and keyword strategy. And so Google's been able to index them for a lot of keywords. So it's able to send them traffic. Okay. And when we talk content, it's not just the content on your website, but also the content out on the internet. So whether that's your social media pages or your Google business profile, okay? So when customers are searching for you, they're going to use a term kind of like this, as we both know, right? Now, we want your business to show up as one of the first businesses when somebody searches that term. And there's 3 spots that you could possibly show up on Google when somebody does that search. And the first one is generally going to be your ads, which are normally here. Those are cost per click ads and local service ads. And those can be a great opportunity for you guys if you have everything dialed in and your landing page is properly structured. It could be a great opportunity for you guys. But if it's not dialed in yet, it can be a huge money pit. So then we probably need to focus on these other areas first, okay? So your Google business profile. This here is the map pack. You want your business to show up as one of these top 3 for each service that you offer in your area, because 30% of people come straight here and don't go anywhere else. And so when you're not one of these guys here, you're leaving monies on the table and quite literally handing every job over to your competition. Now, with content, as we mentioned on your website, the same is also here. So if your Google business profile isn't optimized, doesn't have the content that talks about your services and categories, and you also don't have it on your website, there is no signals to Google telling Google who you are, what you do, okay? So content's really important. And then being able to rank in this top 3 is also important. And one of the biggest factors for that is citations. And that is simply listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories. So we're talking Yelp, Yellow Pages, Glassdoor, Better Business Bureau, and even your social media pages are considered citations. So you need a lot of those. You need more than your competitors are doing. And it's important because every single one of those citations sends signals to Google that explains your business, the services you offer, and the people that you help. So it helps Google help your customers find you. So you need a lot of those. And then this third section here, arguably the most important section, this is your organic section. And this is important because 60 to 70% of people go straight here. They'll skip the ads and the maps and they come right here. So if your business is not showing up in this section for your services and those keywords, you're missing out on tons of jobs every single month. Okay? But now, in order to get in these positions, it all comes down to the foundation of your website. Having this website properly built and optimized around your content and keyword strategy, and then support that with your backlink SEO. So here we are now talking about SEO. This is Ahrefs, a paid tool that tells us how your website is performing. We can see here you guys have a rating of a 2 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which means Google does not trust your website. And that does have to do with the content of your website, but also more importantly, the power you're sending to your website. Because just like most things, they require power to work. So backlinks is how we supply websites with power. So you need a lot of these backlinks. You're always going to need more than what the competitors are doing. But you need to understand that not all backlinks are good backlinks. We want to only be getting the backlinks that are most relatable to the services we're offering. Other home service business type websites and vendors will do a lot for you. But if you were getting backlinks from bakeries or Pizza Hut, even if they were high ranking websites, they would actually hurt you. So we gotta keep it focused on relative services, okay? And so we need a lot of those do follow links. And that's going to help increase these scores, give Google more trust. And it will also help rank your keywords once you finally get them indexed, okay? So because your website is lacking actual written content and keyword strategy, you don't have any keywords indexed, so you're not getting any organic traffic. Any traffic that you'd be getting would have to be manually being typed in, okay? So you're missing out on tons of jobs not having these strategies in place that we're talking about today. So if we were to go just look at water damage and just in San Diego with just this handful of potential keywords, we can see this search volume here. There's over 1,000 searches every single month for just this handful of keywords, for just one service in one area. So you can just imagine if you actually optimize your website for all your services in each area you served, how much potential volume of traffic you could be reaching. How many people could be going to your website? I mean, we're talking, it could be 10, 20, 30 or more new jobs every single month once you got this strategy in place and we're ranking, okay? If we looked at your keywords, if we looked at your competitor, they have a rating of a 34 with over 800 backlinks. So we need to do better than they're doing, but Google only gives us credit for one backlink per referring domain. So that also means they have some spammy stuff in here that aren't helping. So we don't need to copy those spammy ones. We just need to copy those good quality links and then go out and get more and better quality ones, okay? And because they have tons of pages and content built around keywords, they've been indexed for over 2,700 and they're getting over 2,400 people to their website. So yes, absolutely, these guys are beatable, but it's going to take a lot of work. You're going to have to work on the strategies we talked about so that you do have that opportunity, okay? More pages, more content, more strategy. So now when you employ all three of these strategies we talked about today, your business has a huge opportunity to not only be more competitive, but even dominate for some of the services in your area, okay? And you are more than welcome to take all of this knowledge, apply it yourself, and make a difference. But at Peterson SEO, this is our specialty. We specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So if you'd like a partner in this game and help you to scale, we're here for that too. So if you have any questions, you'd like to book an appointment, go ahead and respond to our email or give us a call, and we'd be happy to chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to hearing from you soon.